I'm about to share with you the Facebook advertising secrets that professionals in this industry use to gain a massive competitive advantage over you. This is the stuff that they usually like to keep to themselves. They certainly don't want other Facebook advertisers knowing about it. If you've been looking for a breakthrough with your Facebook ad results, you are likely to find it here. Let's start with number one, which is to take a larger proportion of your ad budget and dedicate it to ad creative creation. So most Facebook advertisers seem to operate with something like a 99% to 1% split, where 99% of their overall Facebook advertising budget is spent on the ads themselves, and 1%, sometimes less, is spent on the ad creative. I would strongly encourage you to change those numbers significantly. I would be shooting for more like a 90-10 split. So 90% of the money that you're looking to spend, your total Facebook ads budget, is spent on the ads themselves, and 10% or closer to that number is spent on the ad creative. That frees up a lot of budget for high quality video production, fantastic image to be created. You could get animated videos, you could get all sorts done from an editing, videography standpoint that's really going to set you apart from your competition, and that's going to make the other 90% that you spend that much more effective. Remember, if you drop your ad budget, what you're spending on ads, by 10%, but get much better creative, you might see a 30-40% reduction in your cost per conversion, which is then going to more than pay for itself because you're only spending 10% less on ads, if that makes sense. We have this conversation with clients all the time where they're quite happy to spend, say, $20,000 a month on ads, and they won't spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a great video production team who can put something together using their product and make it really professional and really stand out. To me, that's silly, that's backward. I think that the professionals, the people producing the best possible results, are putting more resources into their ad creative, into what your prospects see, and they get better results because of that. Facebook ad secret number two is that brand is everything. Honestly, the difference between running an ad campaign for a business that has a well-known established brand within that industry and one that doesn't is absolute night and day. You could be offering the exact same products, same price points, same benefits, same ad copy, all of it. The difference that that brand makes is absolutely enormous. You'll often see twice as many sales, 3 times as many sales for the same ad spend, simply because the brand is established. Now, obviously that leads to the question, well, how do you go about getting a brand established? I'm not necessarily talking about running brand awareness campaigns or things like that with your Facebook and Instagram ads. I'm more thinking in terms of be very conscious about the interactions your business has with your prospects and with your customers. So if you're running a sales or a leads campaign, you're looking to generate customers. If you generate, say, 10,000 customers a year, how do each one of those people feel about your business after they've interacted with you, whether they've gone on to actually become a customer or not? That adds up over time. If they had a fantastic experience, they'll remember it, they might recommend it to others.
Oh my God, I love them!
It means that when other people are advertised to in your audience, if someone has already said, that's a great company, I'd recommend using them, and your ad pops up, they are so much more likely to buy. So this is not about running awareness campaigns, running reach campaigns. This is about behaving in a way as a business that really reinforces your brand, that strengthens your brand, deliver a fantastic product, have great customer service, do what you say you're going to do it on time, go above and beyond, and that will compound so much, and you'll see it in your Facebook and Instagram ad results. You can also help expedite this process by piggybacking off other people's brand. I've talked about this before, but hiring an influencer in your niche to create video ads. They could do a video ad review of your product, for example. To create imagery that you can then use in your ads is massive, because you are piggybacking off their brand. When your prospects see your ads in the news feed and it's got someone they recognize in it, they're far more likely to stop their scroll, take a look, and investigate further. You'll see much better results. So there are shortcuts to this, but really think about this as a long-term play. I want in 5 to 10 years time to be seen as a fantastic established brand within this industry, because I know that all my advertising efforts, particularly on Facebook and Instagram, will be so much easier once I'm there. And the next secret is heavily linked to that one, and that's that the best Facebook advertisers really expand their time horizon, and they do so because advertising, the cost is very much front loaded, but the rewards are seen later down the line. So let's say there's people in your audience that need to see ads from you 6 times on average over a 2-year period before they're ready to buy. That's going to be a lot of people. A lot of people simply don't buy from businesses that they haven't seen anything from, haven't interacted with before. Some do, but a lot don't. If you say generated 5 of those 6 impressions over 18-month period, it could look like your campaigns are really not doing that well, because you've paid for all of that. So you've paid for most of the cost that's required to get said customer, but they haven't actually paid you a penny yet because they're not ready. And that's why best advertisers often don't look at short-term ROAS. They're more about, am I getting my business out there? This ties into the brand point. Am I leaving prospects, customers, people in my marketplace with a positive feeling towards my brand, whether they just enjoyed my ad creative or actually went ahead and interacted with my business? Because over time, that's going to deliver results. That's why I'm a big fan of using things like my omnipresent content strategy, because over time, that sets you so far ahead of your competition that it's just easy at that point. And I'm a big fan of setting things up in a way that we can do the hard stuff now so that it's really easy later on. I've done that building my personal brand, and that takes years and years. I'd encourage you to do the same with your Facebook and Instagram ads. Facebook ad secret number 4 is that targeting is far less important than you think.
You serious?
Whenever I ask people to ask me questions so that I can answer them, I always get tons around targeting. People obsess over targeting, and you really shouldn't. Basically, when it comes to targeting, just don't make a big mistake. Don't get it wrong. Don't advertise to too small an audience, and you will be fine. You can watch my tutorials on targeting and you've got it. You don't need sort of further clarification on that. Instead, put that energy, that mental resource into improving your offers and improving your ads. Those elements are the difference makers, not targeting. Now, before we get into the next Facebook ad secret, I want to quickly let you know about our done-for-you Facebook and Instagram advertising services. So my company can create, manage, and optimize campaigns for your business. We can take that workload off your hands and most likely help you get much better results. If you're interested, you can book a call with one of my team members right now. There is a link in the video description below that'll take you to a page on our website where you can book a call directly in. They're no obligation, of course. We can find out more about your business, see if we'd be able to help. You can find out more about our services, costs, etc. Hopefully, we get a chance to work together. The next Facebook ad secret that professionals know that amateurs do not is that you cannot outsmart Meta. A lot of people like to try and maneuver the algorithm or sort of find alternative ways of getting to what they really want. For example, they'll run engagement campaigns instead of sales campaigns, thinking, well, if I get lots of engagement, that'll reduce my CPM, I'll get more sales. Doesn't really work out like that. They'll optimize for landing page views. That'll be their performance goal, as opposed to optimizing for conversions, thinking, well, if I just get loads of traffic to my website, they'll convert. It doesn't work out like that. Just go with the options that best describes whatever it is that you want. If you want leads, set everything up to go for leads. If you want sales, set everything up to go to sales. You cannot outsmart Meta's machine learning process, their algorithmic process for ad delivery. So just play the game, don't try and be tricky.
Do you want to play a game?
Next is that the major Facebook and Instagram ad success stories that you hear about, the businesses that have exploded because of Facebook and Instagram ad campaigns, they often have a superior product or service to what else is being offered in the marketplace. And this isn't something that's often talked about in Facebook and Instagram advertising circles because it's very much focused on the ads themselves, how do you improve the campaigns. But the reason why the companies that blow up have this is because if your product or service is so good that the people who purchase it feel compelled to tell other people about it, the return on ad spend that you see is much more. Because let's say you sell a product, one person buys, end of transaction, you're looking at how much it costs you to get that sale versus what that sale brought in, that's your return on ad spend. But if for every one person that you generate a sale from, they recommend 2 other people, you've just tripled the value of that initial conversion because 3 people are buying, but your costs haven't changed. So if you compare those 2 scenarios, let's say those campaigns both perform identically on the front end, the one that is advertising a product or service so good that people feel compelled to recommend it to others, that's going to perform 3 times as well, or actually more, because obviously they recommend to 2 people who recommend to more people who recommend to more people, and over time the return on ad spend from that campaign is light years ahead, orders of magnitude ahead of the campaign that is simply advertising a product that people purchase. They go, that's fine, but they don't feel compelled to recommend it. So really think about that. How can you offer something that is so good people have to tell other people about it? And the way you can think about that as a consumer yourself of products and services, think about those times where you've bought something, you've had some sort of experience and you've had to tell other people about it. Why did you have to tell other people about it? Think through the elements that made you feel compelled to do so. How can you include those in your offers? And number 7, now this is something that pros do so well that amateurs very rarely do, and that's, if in doubt, copy others. It is absolutely fine to find people that operate in similar industries, maybe even the same industry, and model from what they are doing. It can shortcut your path to success massively, particularly early on. If we are creating ad campaigns in an industry that we haven't run ad campaigns before, which obviously happens because we work with clients in all different industries, we will take a look at the best performers, try and identify the ones that are producing the best results, and see what we can look to integrate, what they're doing well, and that might save literally years of testing and trying to figure things out. I did this with my own business. Now, I started a Facebook group modeling from other people that had Facebook groups in the Facebook ad space. I started a YouTube channel modeling from other people that had YouTube channels in the Facebook ad space. And the thing is, if you do that long enough, you start to find your own voice, your own way of doing things, your own personality, your business's personality comes through. And then you can end up surpassing the businesses that you originally modeled. I now have the biggest Facebook group in the world that is around Facebook advertisers. It's called the Facebook Ads Mastermind Group. If you want to go ahead over to Facebook, search for that, you can join. And as far as I'm aware, I have the biggest YouTube channel that is specific to Facebook ads in the world. I surpass the people that I originally modeled from, and you can absolutely do the same. So if you're scratching your head, if you've got a lot of doubt at the beginning, if you're trying to work it out, go ahead and find people that are doing well, model from them. And to help you do exactly that, I'd strongly recommend you check out this video. In it, I show you how to work out who your competitors are targeting on Facebook and how to target the exact same people.